I can tell it's annoying at this point.
Alright, so in the last session, Colt and Glenn had been recovered from the Verbeeg cave. You guys had slain the ogre and also gotten back one of the casks of ale. Unfortunately, the other two, or one barrel was missing, another one was empty. So, as of right now, you guys are within the mead hall. As you guys were just enjoying a drink and hearing about the election that was going on soon in Goodmead. Glenn, you had sent word to a friend of yours, one of your... Cecil?
Containers.
Cecil, yes. So you had sent word to Cecil about the events that had been going on, and also that you think that he may be a good fit to run for town speaker here. That's about where we ended the session. It'll likely take Cecil 5 days to get here, giving you guys a bit of time to either relax or continue on your adventures.
I say we book it to Caer Dineval.
I was about to say we should go fishing, but yeah, no, that's a good idea.
I agree. We
All
should
right.
go to Caer Dineval.
Well, also I wanted to ask Matt.
How late is it in the day?
Well, first, what was Bison gonna say?
I wanted to ask what city you said I could learn more about the rod and Orban. That was Caer Dineval, right? Or
no, that was far south, or at a
divine library.
Yeah, or a divine library, not part of the towns, but rather northwest.
What we do know is that it.
I know. I
I
know what we know. I just
Yeah.
wanted to know which
remember the
city.
locations.
What's the library called? Candle Cove?
It was called the Candlekeep Library.
Okay.
So.
That was all.
It is nearing about 4 o'clock in the evening. So the sun will be going down very shortly. Of course, the sun doesn't exactly rise to midday anymore, but this is about the equivalent. Or sorry, the equivalent to it about to set. My bad.
Max.
Yes.
Is there a store in Goodmead? Like...
Not traditionally, but you could likely, barter with some folks to purchase their goods.
Okay. I think... Okay, I'm addressing the group, obviously. I think that we should stay the night here and then make our way to Caer Dineval. Then I'm going to turn to Thand, obviously, because we've never met her, and say, you seem like a fighting type. Would you like to join us on our adventure?
Yeah, sure. Hi.
Splendid. And before night falls or whatever, I'm gonna try and go to the temple, see if they have any healers kits I could purchase or something.
Yeah, so you make your way over to the temple, but it doesn't seem to be very populated. Doesn't seem to have been populated for a long while.
Colt, do you say anything to the group about going to the temple?
No, I just kind of wander off.
Okay.
So aside from that, you can see as the sun is setting, many stained glass windows line the back, many depicting flaming swords as well as headless fish. Some of them actively being chopped off by this flaming sword. In the middle of, kind of parallel to the door, you see a very grand window with the sun gleaming right behind of it, causing the light of the flaming sword to radiate through the room. There's kind of this orange glow about it.
Ain't that neat? I'm just gonna return to the group, I guess.
All right, you make your way back to the group. Now, it's getting a little bit late. How late do you guys want to stay up in the meat hall?
Bison goes to bed at 8 o'clock sharp.
Gotcha.
I suppose I'll go to sleep when all of the guards are finished drinking.
So, Thand, Colt, what about you two?
I suppose I'll just sit out there with Glenn, just kind of waiting.
All right. You two kind of sit together.
I guess I'm just gonna sleep.
All right. And Glenn, what did you say that you were looking for?
Just waiting until guards were done
The guards go
drinking
home.
to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the guards go home pretty early, maybe about 6. After that, you guys can get some rest as soon as you want. Urzin seems to be the last to go to sleep as the lights go out. But Urzin, you don't go to sleep. Instead, you go outside, wander the town. Nearing about 12 o'clock, you see a sight that isn't too odd to you. You see the sight of a giant bird fly northward over Goodmead. Behind it, a stream of what can only be described as auroras glistening through the air. It kind of almost looks like the auroras are turning to dust and falling to the ground. Most say that this is Uriel, casting her everlasting rhyme over the lands. Now, eventually, kind of swoops into a cloud, disappears. So, is there anything in particular you'd like to do while wandering the town?
Just see if there's anything odd going on. Just peeking into places I shouldn't look. Probably doing stuff I shouldn't along those lines.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to just roll an investigation check for me.
Alright.
As you're searching about.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this. 14.
I'm going to say that likely you will see fresh tracks leaving town. Humanoid.
Size. Is there a size?
Pretty average. Kind of on the bigger side, though. Bigger sized boots.
Okay.
He's packing that schlong.
You know what they say.
Thank you, Alicia.
It's heading out of town, you think?
They're definitely heading out of town. Kind of early in the night, you saw a bit of snow begin to fall on the ground, and kind of dust over the tracks that would normally be in town. But you see that these seem to be recent.
Can't believe Max has single-handedly the power to end my career.
As I'll just kind of follow those a little bit. I'm not gonna get out of town. I'm not gonna go too far, but I'm just gonna kind of see where they lead me.
The tracks seem to be going kind of on the trail leading out of town, and they seem to just keep going.
Do they see? Is there a set direction they're heading in?
Yeah, they're heading westwards. Or no, wait, sorry, eastwards. So they'd be heading towards the kind of the crossroads that you originally utilized to get to Goodmead. So that would be direction of Bryn Shander, Caer, Dineval, and Eastfield. Or wait, East. It's East something, sorry.
Okay.
East Haven, my bad.
Seeing that they just keep on going, I'm just gonna make a mental note of that, and I'm going to head back to the mead hall, and
Alright.
I'll just be sitting on the. Is there like a front porch almost?
I'd say that there's a little bit of one. It's kind of covered in snow at the moment, but
I'll just like clear an area out and just kind of sit there for a while, just
Alright.
looking at nature.
yeah, you sit there for a while. There isn't much to see as it is quite dark, with the only illumination being the stars, and the moon is still just a sliver in the sky, as it has only been 2 days since the new moon, I believe. 2 or 3.
Alright.
Alright. Well, is that all you'd like to do? Going to assume it is. Alright. Aiden, you there?
Sorry, someone walked in on me.
Oh, okay.
What was your question?
Is that all you're doing?
Yes, I'm just sitting there for the rest of the night, just looking at the stars and nature in general.
Alright. You may do that. Are you planning on doing this all night, or...?
All night.
Alright. So, as you all wake up in the morning, Urzin seems to be the first one up, sitting on the porch of the mead hall, kind of watching the town begin to wake up, but still bitter cold, so you only see the lumberjacks make their way out to their camps, and Glenn, as you slept, you felt a strange sensation come over you. The entire night, you were faced with nightmares. Glenn, unfortunately, your rest does not help you whatsoever. Throughout the whole night, you tossed and turned, and you had visions and voices. Return the orb before it is too late. Return the orb. Did you guys hear me at all, or?
Yeah.
Glenn is going to ask a single question. Where?
So kind of in your mind, you see the depiction of the bony remains of a priest or priestess, a stone slab previously covering them, now tossed to the side and shattered.
Oh, it's back in the cave, isn't it?
There's no response. And you also
Understood.
have a level of exhaustion, unfortunately. So you guys no benefit from your rest.
Sorry.
Fortunate.
Anything happen to anyone else or just Glenn?
Just Glenn, unfortunately.
But Urzin was up all night.
Indeed.
Cringe.
It's not exactly resting, is it?
Glenn was, Urzin? You were asking if Urzin rested? It would not count as a
he
rest,
wasn't
no.
going to sleep.
And you are aware that that would not count as a rest, correct?
I'm well aware that would not count as a rest, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So. You awaken. Everyone awakes. As you guys kind of look to Glenn in the morning, you see bags under his eyes. Trying to sleep. But nothing can really assist.
I'll come in to the mead hall, and is he still asleep?
Glenn?
Yeah.
Would you still be asleep?
Oh. No, as you've stated that I didn't get a wink of sleep last night.
No, he's saying like
would you still be
He
trying?
didn't say you didn't sleep. He's saying you like fitfully
No point.
slept.
Yeah. Your sleep was uncomfortable and yeah, not very good.
Well, if he's still trying to sleep, yours is just gonna kind of like walk
Nah.
over to him, crouch, and go, "What's up with you?"
The orb.
The orb.
Need to return it.
Oh, that's fine.
Why? It's kind of out of the blue. Yesterday you were all stars and joy about this orb. What makes you so keen
told
to
me
return
so.
it now? It told you so.
Pretty sure it was the orb.
Bison
That's
scribbles
whoever owned
down.
it previously.
Orb
Wait,
is
wait,
sentient.
what's the deal with the orb?
Supposedly it spoke to this.
Does something along the lines with magical muddled, I apologize. Magical something.
Wait, why'd you take it in the first place?
Good question.
Did they say anything about the staff? Or the shiny stick?
Assume that that would have came to you. I do not hold it in my possession.
Nope, I got nothing. Staff don't talk to me.
I assume you weren't trying to sleep.
Huh?
Assume that you weren't trying to go into a state of unconsciousness.
What do you mean?
Please. From what orb was doing, it seems it can access my mind via when I am unconscious, so therefore, if the staff can do the same thing to
I mean, I'm fine. Like, I'm... Yeah, no, I'm good. I can do everything. He's just
Bison
kinda
writes
like-
down. Orb is sentient. Staff not so much.
Yeah, Urizen does not look at anything like Glenn at the moment with the bags on. He looks fine.
Well, I reckon we'd best return this orb, don't you think?
Yes, but we still have to worry about if a bee comes back.
I don't know, just stand 30 feet away, just chuck it as far as we can. I think that'll count. Don't you?
I'm exhausted. If I were to try, I would fail.
Last time I checked, all 5 of us had hands.
Fair point.
Speak
So-
for yourself.
Which one of you says you have the arm throwing? Which one?
I do not throw things.
I'm decent.
One's gonna
What?
hand it to Fand. I'm going to let you do the ducking.
What?
Bison just looks super confused.
What if it breaks?
Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best of ideas.
I don't think the orb or whoever's
It's a
behind the orb
magical
would...
item. It's going to take a lot more than passing it across a room to shatter it to pieces.
I wouldn't be
Why
so
not?
sure.
Why don't we go ahead and get back to the Mammoth Cave before we discuss the logistics of it? Because this won't
We
be a
can-
problem if the Verbeeg ain't even there.
We can roll
Right.
it?
So you make your
I'm
way,
going to-
if it is.
I'm going to not wear my armor to the Verbeeg cave, because we all know how that went last time.
Yeah.
Oh no, children.
What's that gonna indicate? What is that?
Point.
Punch him.
Punch him.
There's stuff going
Punch him in the face.
stuff like this, and
I'm not going to attack children, guys.
All right.
Lame.
Alright. So it's again about an hour walk out to the Verbeeg cave. Not much occurs on your way out. I'm gonna need to enable streamer mode if I keep getting notifications, because it's gonna mess with recording. Alright. So you all make your way back to the very familiar at this point cave of the Verbeeg.
you wanna get this plastic one?
It's fairly early morning. I would say likely about now I would say it's about 9 o'clock as you make it to the Verbeeg cave.
We put in the room for snacks. But you say you can use that. Very good that she just keeps it here, but her mom.
Haley, do you mind enabling push to talk?
No, we'll put it.
Thank you. You make your way to the Verbeeg cave, the familiar mammoth skull slowly being buried underneath the snow. This time, however, you know of all of the entrances to this cave. You know of the one by the mammoth skull, another by the burial chambers, and then one with the stream rolling out of it, and another with that leads into the campfire room, the one that Shander went in through. What is your guys' plan of action?
I can't pull up the
I
one
say we
funny
just
right now.
charge through the campfire room.
I think that's a terrible idea. No offense.
I'm
I
taken.
have
It
an
is.
idea. Last time there was a stream up there, and I'm quite sure, and Arizon can correct me if not, that if you go up the stream, it should connect to the tomb, and that way you don't even have to go by the fire at all.
Then let us do that. Well, not all of us.
But there might be a bear there.
Yeah, I was about to say there is a bear there, and I don't. That's where I
Think
thought the
it'd be
bear was
unnecessary.
coming from.
I'd rather take on a bear than a Verbeeg.
Well,
It'd be unnecessary for all of us to go at once.
Well,
minimize
Cole-
how many marching feet.
Colt, are you good at sneaking or doing things of that manner?
why? That's my specialty.
Well, why don't we just have Colt sneak in and do it?
I think that's a splendid idea.
Would you like to take the staff too?
And that would mean you'd have to give Colt the orb.
I mean, the staff doesn't
Sure.
speak or anything, and you like it. I see no harm in keeping it.
I think it's a necessary precaution.
Yeah.
From what
I feel like
happened
the
last
staff's gonna
time,
be angry at me real soon,
Sorry.
so.
Did Colt say necessary or unnecessary?
Necessary.
Okay.
I have no idea at this point.
Anyone else particularly sneaky? It would be nice to have backup.
I can sneak a little. That's how I got in there in the first place.
I raised my hand.
Yeah. All right. I think a party of 3 is, if a little big, it will be good if we get ourselves in a tight spot. The 2 of you, and I'm going to point to Bizin and Urizen, wait
We
outside.
stand in the, we stand at the back and
You mean Bizin and Glenn?
I
That
do mean
Urzin was
Bizin
going
and
with
Glenn.
you.
Yes, I meant Glenn, okay?
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry. I was just wondering.
I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Anyway. Y'all 2 come running at the signal.
What is the signal?
what would the signal be?
I don't know.
I
Something.
can whistle real loud.
I'm going to assume if you guys begin yelling in a manner that your lives are endangered, we should come running.
I think that works.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, the plan currently is Thand, Colt, and Urizen all making their way. Which way are you making your way through? The tombs that
Stream.
line the walls, or
Going through the stream, remember?
all right. Do you wish to light a lantern or torch?
No, I can lead the way.
I won't be able to see.
I also have dark vision, I think. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so we can kind of like guide Colt if he's like in the middle.
I think that might impede our stealth. If it's too much trouble, y'all can go without me.
I mean, we don't have to do this fast.
If anything, it would be better for you two to go as slow as possible. Minimize alerting anything that may be in there.
So
Alright, well, I suppose lighting a lantern ain't necessary. I'm
So,
trusting y'all.
Colt, you're still coming with them?
Yes, despite being blind in the dark.
Alright. So,
Urizen will say behind him, "If you need a light, just tell me." And he just kind of like flicks a flame on his thumb
alright.
and puts it out.
So, Thand, if you're leading the way, actually, first things first, I'm going to have you guys roll an initial stealth check. And I'm going to ask for one person to roll with whoever has the lowest modifier.
I have a +2.
Who has, Thand, what about you?
I have a +5.
And Colt, I assume that you have higher than a +2
Yes.
in that case.
How do I roll this again?
Well, Urizen has already made the roll, and how we are going to kind of go with it is we are going to have one roll rather than multiple rolls, because otherwise you guys are about guaranteed to fail based on just chance. So yeah, if you guys are kind of all sticking together, I'm just going to have it be one roll, but it is going to be with the lowest modifier.
Which I already did.
Yes. So as you guys kind of make your way up the
You're the
stream...
weakling. Don't let us down.
Wouldn't
I
Urson
rolled a
get the
22.
advantages of the help action
No.
since they're all together? Oh, okay.
No,
You know,
because...
it's okay. I rolled a 22. Or 21, sorry.
No, because I don't...
You better keep rolling that way.
This is just in case you roll something like a 3 and we have a repeat of session 2.
Yes.
Yeah, but
That is true.
I
Yeah,
did realize...
Urzin's more the liability here than an asset.
Don't at me, man.
Alright, so if that's the case, you guys continue making your way through the Verbeeg Cave. You see there's kind of a bit of a crossroads here. Bit of like a kind of an L crossroads. So you could either go straight, continuing further up the stream to where Urizen, as well as one of the guards, reportedly saw a polar bear. Or you can make your way to the right, taking you to the circular room before the Verbeeg's campfire, which seems to not be on at the moment. The campfire doesn't seem to be burning.
I'll continue with the plan and go up the stream.
So you begin to go up the stream. You hear a deep snore come from the left. Very similar to that of the polar bear you heard previously. Urzen.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say as quiet as a mouse.
Roll another stealth check.
Oh god.
I'm going to ask just Urzen to do this. One second.
Are you sure you don't want to roll like a average of all our?
Actually, you know what? An average is a pretty good way to do that. I may take that. Thand, Cole, you guys want to make your rolls real quick?
How do?
You want to do
You
dot
just roll
check.
and you'll average it.
No, you do dot check.
Dot check? Stealth, right?
Stealth, yes.
It'd be really funny if all of you rolled a 12, but yeah, it's
12,
not.
12.
I'm here to bring up the average.
Thank you. You're the outlier. Even though
So you
you're
kind of
the
hear a little as it seems the beast remains asleep. You make your way up, kind of hang to the left, or sorry, you hang to the right, taking you back into the room. You see the priest or priestess's remains in the same position you left them. The stone slab broken in half to the right of the remains of the tomb. As you make your way in there, what do you wish to do?
Put the shiny stick back.
Is there any light at all?
No light in this room.
I'm just kind of standing there.
Yurzin will make his way to the corner and create a dim light for Cole.
Yes, you make a very, very dim light kind of begin to shine in the room, and dim light kind of fades over all of the runes on the walls, as well as you can see the shattered slab of stone that previously covered the remains.
Yurzin, with his other hand, will take the staff off his back and place it back where he found it.
So as the scepter kind of leaves your hands and returns to the priest or priestess, you see the gem on the top kind of begin to glow a little bit.
Oh dear.
It's kind of a faint glow, and then it kind of leaves. Glenn?
Colt has the orb, right?
Oh, yeah, Colt, you have the orb, or?
Colt has the orb.
Yeah.
So, Colt, you can kind of see the grave that was bestowed upon this person.
All right. I'm just going to kind of creep towards it and gently set the orb down as softly as I can.
Yeah, so you kind of softly place the orb back into the hand, kind of above the rib cage of the skeleton. And similar to the staff, it kind of a faint light within the orb begins to glow for a second, and then the light is drained.
All right. I guess I'll just... Is there any way I could, like, potentially close the tomb behind us?
You could. There is. So it's more like it's kind of like a casket almost in the very center of the room. It was kind of like almost like a table, but if you remove the top, it reveals the body underneath. But the stone that previously was kind of sheltering the body had been pushed off using various implements and had fallen to the ground and shattered.
All right, then I guess I'll just leave it.
It's kind of just has a crack through the half of it.
If it's just a crack through the half, you can just put the two halves on.
I'm not gonna risk making noise. I'll just leave it open.
All right.
Yeah.
And then I guess I'll just grab back onto Urizen's cloak and hope he leads the way.
And we're on our way out.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Are you taking the same way you guys came in through?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
Roll another group stealth check. I'm just gonna average it together.
God dang it.
Wowie.
14.
Good job, Colt.
The
Really
really
average.
weird average, I think. Probably.
You guys easily slip out, still hearing the heavy breathing of the polar bear from behind you. And so, a burden has been lifted as the scepter and orb had been returned to its rightful owner.
I like that. My mistake.
So we're out of the cave.
You are now out of the cave. You return to Bison and Glenn, who are kind of... Well, what have you guys been doing this time?
Waiting.
Glenn had been waiting. Bison, what about you?
I'd say I was just kind of like doodling absent-mindedly.
All right.
It's not very good.
Art boy.
Kind of...
No, it's not good.
Hey, doesn't have to be good to be art.
Amen.
All right. So you kind of sketching on a piece of parchment or a journal.
Yeah, the one
Everyone
where
had
I put against the
returned.
staff. Just
Now lacking the ruby orb, as well as the gold and ruby scepter. Now, do you wish to return to Midmead and make your way to Caer Dineval?
I believe that is the plan, yes.
All right.
Yes. We should
Fortunately,
definitely
Glenn,
Do so.
your rest doesn't return to you as the burden is lifted.
Wouldn't
I think he's saying he wouldn't expect it to.
All right. Well, you may return to Goodmead. Your walk back, fairly uneventful. The cold nips at any skin that is revealed. You run into a group of 3 lumberjacks who seem to be making their way out for the day, as well as the same trapper you met earlier, or I believe a day before, who's now going out and checking their traps once again.
Bison waves.
He kind of waves as well. He says, "What are you all doing out here so early?"
Going back home.
Oh, why were you out here so early, you know? I mean...
Going back home.
Whatever you say. He kind of makes his way past you.
There was something we need to make sure of. It's none of your business, really.
Well, it's understood, I suppose.
This guy's gonna go home and tell his wife he met the rudest people today.
All right.
I met this real asshole.
Hold on, I'll be right back. Cat's meowing at my foot.
Honey, I just asked how their day was, and they told me to shut up.
Hi, cat.
It's Tubbs.
Your cat's name is Tubbs.
Yeah, because he likes to sit in bathtubs.
Uh.
He's orange and obscenely fat.
He's orange and obscenely fat.
Garfield.
Tubbs is... Yeah, Max, would you say that Tubbs is Garfield in human form? Not
Yes,
human form,
definitely.
real life form.
I would definitely say that.
He's also... I'm not wrong when I say he's obscenely fat, right?
No, he is definitely not obscenely fat.
No. Max, he's like a 20-pound cat, bro.
No, he is not.
Why don't you show us the cat,
He has so much
Max?
fluff. He has so
Show
much
us
fluff.
the
I
cat.
will,
Show us the
Max,
cat.
it's...
Show us the
Max,
cat.
delude
Show us
yourself
the
all
We
you
can-
want.
why
It's
don't-
not fluff. It's not fluff.
We can
Show us
discuss
the
this
cat.
after the session.
Max, put your cat on
Show
a
us the
scale
cat.
right now.
No, because
Oh.
this is session time.
Will you
So-
put him on a scale after the session?
Later.
We will discuss this later.
Will you put him on a scale after a session?
Sure.
Promise.
Why not?
Promise.
Put it on camera after the session. I want to see
Fine.
the cat.
Yes, of
God.
course.
Thank you.
So, you guys have made your way back to Goodmead. You may collect your belongings that still remain in the mead hall.
Get
What do you
my
wish to do?
fox. I'm gonna get my fox and go to the innkeeper. So thank you for keeping us all these days. Or not innkeeper, meat hall lady. This
Mhm.
isn't an inn. We've been sleeping on the floor. Thanks for letting us sleep on your floor. They were very nice floors.
Oh, of course, yes. Anytime you are here, the floors of the mead hall are will always be open.
Is that a fox?
My fox. Biden scoops them up
Yeah, that-
protectively. Did I say Biden? Bison.
Right.
Biden.
Joe Bison running for town speaker.
Mm.
All right.
And then I said, a mouth is what you make of it, America.
All right.
Thanks, citizen.
Thank you.
Well, if you are leaving now, good luck on your travels, and I hope to see you return soon. I'll be on the lookout for, that fellow you're sending.
It's not very hard to miss him.
Of course,
Based on his company. If you see an orc woman, you'll know it's him.
I understand. Okay.
Good she understands. I sure don't.
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I have gained some odd company in my time of living. I will not bore you with the details.
So,
But I like.
onward to Caer Dineval then.
Indeed.
So, I believe making your way to Caer Dineval, let me quickly check. Making your way to Caer Dineval will take a total of 8 hours of travel. So, as you travel,
But yeah, I would like to specify, I've put my armor back on.
okay, you have put your armor back on. It is good to know. So, as you begin making your way to Caer Dineval, the wind bites at you quite a bit. It seems to be quite cold today, as winter is still not let up. So, about the time you reach the
Crossroads?
Yeah, so you about reached the crossroads. It's been about 2 hours so far. You see in the very center of the crossroads a wagon that seems to have gotten stuck in the snow, and they kind of led just a little bit off the road, and it kind of caused their pretty poor wheels for the environment to get stuck in the snow. You see 2 figures are currently kind of out trying to fix the wheel. They're kind of hunched over by the wheel. One of them kind of turns around as they kind of hear the crunching in the snow as you guys approach, and he goes, "Oh, you fellows, would you mind lending a hand?"
How do these people look?
So there's a man and a woman. They both seem to be, they seem to be a little bit big. Seem to be quite strong. I don't know how to describe them other than that. They're wearing heavy clothing, and kind of the woman seems to be pretty hunched, and kind of holding her arms close to her chest.
The footsteps I saw last night.
Mm-hmm.
Was there more than one?
Only one set of
Only
footprints.
one? Okay.
What seems to be your
Does the woman like her?
issue?
Our wheel got stuck in the snow, and it's gonna be we need a bit of help getting it back on track. You guys have a large group here. Do you think you could help us push?
Absolutely.
Can I try to?
Could certainly try.
So first of all, Bison, what were you going to ask?
I said, does she look? I don't. Never mind. It's stupid.
No, go ahead and ask.
No.
Last
If you're
chance.
asking
Are you
whether
serious?
they're suspicious, probably.
I was just asking if she looked pregnant or something, because she was like putting her arms around her chest, and she said you look big or something.
No, not exactly. They seem to be looking kind of a bit tall, kind of muscular. You can kind of tell through their jackets, but other than that, most physical features are hidden by gloves and jackets and thick pants, thick boots, as well as hoods
Amazons.
and goggles. Like most of you
Would
guys.
you describe her as an Amazon?
What does that mean?
Tall
Hell
woman.
yeah.
Yeah, she's a pretty tall woman, yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go over and start, like, assisting them pulling the wheel out of the snow.
Yeah, I'm
Bison will go over and help push.
I'll help.
I'll go ahead and do that as well.
I'm
trying to lift it up as you push it.
As you all kind of make your way over there, the kind of covering of the wagon goes up as 2 people emerge from the wagon, both pointing crossbows in your general direction. There's a holdup! All the gold you got now.
What was that?
Listen, it's really nothing personal. Just your gold.
Oh, well.
Oh, gold.
That seems awfully personal to me.
You see...
Looks annoyed.
Oh.
Hands in the
You
air.
see...
Now.
Oh, I'll put my hand in the air, alright.
So, who's
Too tired
actually following?
for this. I'm going to go ahead, and as I'm putting my hands in the air, I need to check the components on Sacred Flame to see if there's somatic.
Yeah, but Bison's gonna start pulling out Owl's gold and trying to give it to them.
Okay.
One of the people across the room.
move.
Hey, don't you be doing nothing. We'll take the gold from you. Don't worry.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And there's just 2 of them with crossbows?
There's 2 of them with crossbows. The other 2, you now notice, they both have swords on their hips, but they're not currently drawn.
Yuzin's just gonna look to Colt and like just kind of look at him and see if anything's happening.
Alright, I'm going to kind of take a small step back, and I'm going to say, you're right. This is a holdup. And I'm going to pull out... I'm not going to pull out anything, but I'm going to, like, make it so that my gold is, like, clearly there. Like, I'm going to, like,
Your
kind of...
pouch, kind of.
Yeah, my pouch.
Yeah,
Your arms
if
are
they
in
come
there.
Is it
to me-
hold up?
If they come up to me, I'm gonna kind of like be an asshole. Like, no, I'm ticklish. Stop it. Fuck it.
Bison's gonna grasp his fox tight. He doesn't want his fox to be part of the holdup.
Yeah.
And,
But I'll go after Glenn or at the same time as Glenn, so we can, if I can even manipulate that, because I want to shoot some bitches.
Alright,
Rude.
so Thand, you are, you are also putting your hands up, is this correct?
Yeah, I'm kind of just looking to the others, trying to figure out what we're doing at the moment about this.
Well, the 2 with their crossbows are kind of pointing at, kind of swaying, looking at all of you, trying to determine if anyone's looking to cause trouble. About at this moment, if all of your arms are up, the man and the woman are going to begin making their way around. First to Bison Colt. The woman makes their way over to Bison.
I'm gonna hold my action, and as soon as anything breaks out, I'm going to create a fireball in my hand and throw it at the wagon.
Produce flame, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Gotcha.
No, Max. Fireball.
Yes, fireball, the 3rd level spell that I have in
Yes.
1st level.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
it's just
Okay.
equipped to shield.
Okay, there are more of us than people with crossbows. Is there any
Exactly.
way when they come around to me that I can shove one in front of me?
But they're not at you yet. They're at me and Colt.
I
I'm
will,
trying to
I will,
distract
I
them.
will, I will assume, I'll say that likely that could be finagled. It would likely give you half cover.
I am.
But also, if they hit above, so basically if they hit above your armor class, but below the amount that that is given by your armor class with the cover added, they will actually shoot the cover and they will damage their allies, possibly.
Right.
So, if that's the case, they move over to you, Bison. And they're kind of trying to pat over you, trying to find your gold. Do you have it kind of available?
No, it's probably like under my bare skin, like close to my It's probably like between my shell and my flesh, kind of thing.
All right, so they're kind of trying to dig around. It takes them a second. In that time, the male is going to be searching Colt. Colt, you have yours fairly visible?
Yeah.
Yeah, so quickly kind of grabs onto it and simply cuts the string holding it to your belt.
All right. As he's cutting, I'm gonna try and grab him, like put him in a headlock, I guess.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to roll a grapple check.
That's athletics.
Athletics, yes. At the same time, Aiden, your readied action is able to be used. Do you want to target one of the people, or do you want to target the wagon itself?
I want to target the wagon itself at the moment.
All right.
There are people in the wagon.
No.
Max.
Yes, but
Might-
it is a very
might
it is a
have-
very small ball of fire, and if he's trying to set the
Which one's
wagon
aiming at
alight, it would
Is there Is there one aiming at me?
At the moment, no. They have turned towards Colt and his kind of scuffle that's been formed.
Okay. Well, then new question. Which one said it's nothing
Maybe.
personal? Because I'm gonna attack him first.
That was the woman.
No, I haven't.
That was the what?
That was the woman who's
The
currently
woman.
searching Bison.
Oh, I thought it was the one of the dudes with the crossbow.
Nope.
Whatever. I'll just throw one at one of the dudes with the crossbow.
They will both have half cover since they are kind of hiding. They're kind of like they're kind of almost prone.
Baden, don't be sexist. Kill that stupid bitch.
They're
Yeah, no.
almost.
If they're prone, fuck them. I'm gonna go for the bitch.
All right. So you
Rude.
turn over to the one that is still currently searching Bison, who's just now turning, seeing the scuffle that's kind of playing out.
Equal rights, equal
Hold on.
fights, baby.
Is Urizen within 5 feet
Of who?
this you described prone person?
The line right now, it goes so it is Bison, Glenn, Thand, Urizen, and Colt. You guys are kind of in a straight line. The woman is currently on one side searching Bison, and on the other side, it is the man who's currently searching Colt, but is now getting restrained. Let me quickly.
Are we just gonna roll like initiative or something? Like this is getting complicated.
I know this is just kind of pre-initiative right now.
So,
Complicated.
So
Nuts.
Colt,
other words,
he kind of like, hey, he shoves you back, and you will still be granted half cover as he's actually in front of you. You managed to kind of almost swap places with him. So he was behind of you. You try to put him in a headlock, you get behind of him, but he kind of shoves you back rather than you being able to get your arm around his neck. Meaning
Nuts.
you do have half cover, but two of them are going to be shooting at you.
Pew
Easy.
pew.
I remember in some D&D games I thought I was invincible. In this game, I'm meekly reminded every time I fucking look anywhere.
That is a 17 with dealing 2 damage.
Hit, in fact.
Even with a +2 to AC?
Yes.
Gotcha. So, one crossbow bolt is shot in your direction, piercing you kind of right in the shoulder, as that is the one area where you're kind of unprotected by the hooded figure in front of you. Another shot is swung your way. This one, a 22, dealing 4 damage.
That stung a little.
So, this one hitting you in the forearm, as it grazes over you, not getting stuck in, but kind of giving you a really nasty gash on your arm. You're shot twice. You're kind of repelled backwards for a second by just the sheer force of the 2 hits against you. As this is happening, Urizen, this is still targeting the woman, correct?
Yes, fuck that bitch.
So, as
Face.
you kind of produce a flame in your hand and quickly throw it towards the woman that is searching Bison. And as you do this, she's kind of turning her head to the right, and she catches a face full of fire as she does so. This knocks her below half, causing her to undergo system shock. Let me see if she succeeds on her Constitution.
Face full of fire is a really
No,
good
she's
name.
not. She does not succeed on her Constitution, and she gets a
I
A
hate
3 on her roll.
Fuck this bitch.
But I need to quickly check the Korhan guide really quick.
I think she might just be knocked out.
No,
no,
she's like
she's
at a limp or something. No, no lingering injury. It's just system shock. My bad.
So, she is knocked out, I believe. Is that correct? I mean,
She's knocked out and stable, so she's just unconscious.
well, that does mean that she is dropped to 0 with an attack that has dealt more than half of their max hit points, causing a lingering injury.
Oh no.
That lingering injury being...
Horrible scar.
Well,
Actually, that is correct. A
Oh my
horrible
God.
wound. It was called. So you see the fire smash into her face, burning away the cloth that covered it previously, leaving a really nasty burn across the face.
Sorry.
And you kind of see the fire takes a second to go away, as it is ignited the scarf and hood of her jacket.
oh no.
So you kind of see her face is just actively on fire as she's like she holds her face and like kind of presses it into the snow and goes unconscious in shock.
Ooh, that's good. Oh,
The opportunity to make a quick casting of Sacred Flame on the crossbow people.
Unfortunately, no, because it was kind of these were all readied things. Unfortunately, you did not get an opportunity to say this before shit hit the fan. Next time, though, I will certainly make sure that there is nothing else that people wish to ready before stuff happens. So, with that, I'm going to ask you guys to... I'm going to start an initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, this is general. No, we don't want that. Dot in
So
it
sorry
and...
there. You dumb.
Dot
Shut
in
up, Apple.
begin.
Shut up, bitch.
So you type dot in it join to join. I'm going to add the enemies.
10.
16.
Oh, one of those bandits has a 6.
Hey, one of those bandits is a God-fearing soldier. Be nice to me.
Okay, so Colt, Bison. Okay, that's everyone, I think. Dot init. Next, we see who gets there next. So first things first. It is the one that is on the right inside of the cart. Currently laying prone. Or sorry, not necessarily prone, kind of on their knees, giving them half cover as they are shooting out into the group. This one, seeing the fire that just slashed the woman across the face, he goes, "You'll pay for that!" Shoots his crossbow at Urzen.
Ow, no.
Think that's his wife.
He got an 8 on that attack roll,
Yeah, no,
which is
he don't.
most definitely a miss. He shoots, it whizzes right past your face, landing the bolt landing in the snow right past you. Colt, for some reason you are still at 0 HP.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Type dot game LR, and that'll give you a long rest.
All right.
There you
I
go.
should have 4 hit points right now, though.
Hold on. I wonder if there's a
long rest, so you should be fine.
no. He just got smacked by by.
Alicia is also at 0 HP.
Yeah, Alicia, you
Which
should
is
also
weird
do.
because I never dropped.
Just do dot game LR because you haven't taken any damage either since that long rest.
It would probably be a good idea for everyone to do that.
Except for Glenn,
Right.
possibly.
And
Yeah.
Urizen.
Get my spells back.
I think I'm okay. Since I've last
What's the long rest command?
Dot game LR.
I'll do it for the heck of it.
Base.
Yay.
Okay, Colt, type dot game HP 4. And that should
No,
Oh.
that gave me 14.
yeah, so you're gonna then do dot game HP minus minus 10, yeah. There you go.
Blended.
I thought it would set your HP to whatever you put, but that is incorrect.
That is a big oof.
So,
Alright, well.
Yeah, so you may do that. And Colt, I believe it'll now be your turn. You're currently still in the scuffle with one who's just pushed you back as you attempted to grapple him.
Alright. I could reasonably whip out weapons right now, right?
I'd say so, yes.
Okay, so in one hand I'm pulling out my short sword, in the other I've got my crossbow, right? Just kind of reaching across, and I'm going to obviously stab this bandit in front of me with a crossbow.
Okay,
Or my not short sword. I'm stupid.
gotcha.
Stab him with the crossbow.
And
Very
if
effective.
this would kill him, I'm making this non-lethal.
Okay.
3 damage.
So he kind of pushed you back. In retaliation, you slash him with your short sword, dealing a decent amount of damage.
Are any of my comrades within 5 feet of him?
I would say that it is likely that yes.
Okay, so I get my sneak attack then.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's my sneak attack.
What is your sneak attack?
1.
Bummer. Sorry about that.
Cow a bummer.
Yeah. I guess now with my crossbow expert feat, after making a melee attack, I can use my bonus action to make a crossbow attack.
All
And I'm
right.
just gonna point it down and shoot him in the foot, because I obviously don't want him to die, but I also don't want to die.
Gotcha.
I'm okay with his death.
I'm not. Well, it doesn't hit anyway. So.
So as you kind of try and point down and shoot him in the leg, instead it kind of goes between the legs, landing in the snow. Make sure to be subtracting these crossbow bolts as you use them.
Oh,
And you
right.
can add them back as you pick them up. So your total damage dealt was
4?
4, yes. All right. I'm assuming that is going to be the conclusion of your turn.
Yes.
All right. Let me quickly return back to this. .init next. Aiden, turn order moves to you. Sorry, Urizen.
So, it's fine. So you have this up? No, you don't have it up on the Roll20.
No, I do not, unfortunately. It is a very small skirmish, though.
Okay. Well, the lady's knocked out. Colt's dealing with that dude. That dude just shot at me. Okay. How far away is the wagon?
Wagon is roughly 10 feet away from you.
10 feet? Okay. I'm going to pull out my crook use my bonus action to use Shillelagh. Run right up to that dude with the crossbow, like and just smack him.
The one who shot you, or the one who has not shot yet?
The one who shot me, obviously. That
Gotcha.
asshole needs to die. So it's not attack.
Yes. And if you want to
Actually,
make life, actually, don't worry about it. I was gonna say you can specifically choose who to target, but it's really not the end of the world.
Shit, I'm going to cash Shillelagh.
So
18 hit.
18 hit.
Yeah.
That certainly hits.
7 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
So this would be. I really can't find a pen that I can write on my sticky note with that isn't like absolute shit, can I? Hold on. Let me try to find a good pen real quick.
Flame. That bandit might have to roll system shock.
Oh no, they definitely do. And they fail.
I'm cracking skull.
And on their roll, they got an 8.
They can't take reactions until the next turn.
Gotcha. So, and that is -7, leaving them with this many hit points.
That much.
Okay. If that is the end of your turn, I'm assuming it is, Arisen.
Yeah, because I'm within 5 feet of him, so I'm just kind of like, oh hi.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So. The one that wasn't attacked by Urison.
Okay.
Which number is that?
That would be BA2.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on BA2.
All right, here's a little PSA, real quick. If you know that your turn is coming up, it is fantastic if you have the first command that you'd like to use, pre-typed out. All right, so they need to make a dex save, which
DC
they
is 13.
fail.
And they take 4 radiant damage.
Yep.
And make it non-lethal.
Yep.
You can't make magical damage non-lethal.
That is actually true. Magical or ranged, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's not good.
For the purposes of this game, all damage is technically going to be non-lethal, unless otherwise stated. So like you can like essentially you can do a coup de grace on an enemy after they're already unconscious, and it'll kill them. Basically, sorry, all
cracking skulls.
Well, technically all so all enemies are going to follow player rules for death saves. So kind of like behind the screen after you leave and you just kind of leave someone, I'll roll until they either succeed or fail.
Oh, okay.
So, and they could come up later or not, who knows.
So what I'm hearing is it's better to kill everyone we fight.
I suppose.
Not necessarily.
Now, is that the end of your turn, Glenn?
I think I can do anything with my bonus action, but I am going to go ahead and move.
Move?
5 step back.
Take a step back. As you take your step back, in retaliation, the bandit with the crossbow who you just casted your holy light on takes a shot at you, and it's going to bandit. Glenn,
It's a miss.
the crossbow the crossbow bolt swings at you, but as you take your step back, you kind of move to the side as you kind of predicted this shot being taken at you in retaliation. And again, this one shoots right into the snow. Now, turn order is going to move on to this one is going to move on to the bandit that Colt just slashed at with his short sword. This one is going to take out its scimitar and is going to attempt to stab at you. Slash at you, Colt.
Okay.
Who wanted the scimitar when they were creating that character?
I have no idea.
Me. I did.
You go.
I was like,
Pile over substance.
well, I wanted scimitars because they do the same damage as my natural claws. Same damage type.
We can just loot them once they're dead.
Rude.
Oh, yeah.
We're not killing them.
Oh, you aren't. I just burned a lady's face off, man.
Oh no, Urizen is a murder
Not
hobo.
Dead, just very unconscious.
No, yours isn't a murder hobo.
Colt-
I'm just-
That doesn't hit. Oh.
in an act of just like pure rage at the slash that you just dealt across his back, he just recklessly swings around, and you're easily able to back away out of the slashing range of the scimitar. And the turn order moves to Bison.
Okay, which bandit is the one that just tried to attack Colt? Can I hit him?
Yeah, you may.
Which bandit is he?
It is BA1.
It doesn't remember I have shorts.
That is very strange. Maybe do dot update.
Character sheet. Yeah, that.
Oh no. It's dot attack short swords slash T BA1. Space BA1.
What?
Flash?
It's a line. It's like shit, I don't know.
Vertical.
It's
Okay.
this thing. Hold up. That.
There you go.
Well, you said line instead of dash.
Well, don't worry. Just press 1 for the short sword.
You have 2 short swords. Wow.
22, 8 damage.
22 8 damage.
Oh boy.
Well,
Lethal?
quickly.
No!
So swiftly, you
I stabbed them politely.
kind of, after the one that was currently searching you falls with the burning face, you run over and just sucker punch the bandit that was that just slashed at Colt. How would you want them to die?
I don't want them to die.
Oh, unlethal?
Yeah.
Well.
Bison knocks him over and he's like, oh my gosh. I can't do it, can I?
They're not
Sorry.
dead, just brutally injured.
Yeah, let's quickly see how bad.
Assume that's lingering injuries.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
So they're already at 0.
Yeah, so you just sucker punch them straight in the chest. Your 3 spikes piercing it, and you hear a crunch as you punch them in the ribs, causing them to break.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Sorry.
They're already had the wind knocked out of them and have fallen to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Bison kind of looks at his claws like,
What have I done?
And
Bison would not like to attack again.
okay.
What have I done?
Can I make a medicine check to stabilize the guy?
It was
not in your remaining.
Yeah, I mean next turn.
Next turn if you would like.
Don't worry, I have spare the dying. I'll make sure none of them actually die, hopefully.
Hell yeah.
All right, so if that is the end of your turn, Thand, what would you like to be doing? You kind of see all of this going on around you. You see that the only two still standing, or not really standing, kneeling, are the two that are hidden in the back of the cart. Both of them having half cover.
Well, Yurzen's also there.
Yeah, so Urzen, it has just beaten one of their heads in with a magical stick.
Kinda.
Kind of unpog.
Kind of rude, but you know what? I'm not gonna push.
Can I just snap? Can I just yoink a crossbow from him?
You want to just attempt to disarm them? One of them?
Yes.
All right. Is this going to be the one that Thand did pummel in, or the one that he did not pummel in?
The one he didn't. The one that is.
It's significantly more healthy.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, you are going to you may roll either athletics or acrobatics, or sorry, no, an attack roll. Just make an. I believe it is going to be an unarmed, or actually any weapon that you'd like to use. But you're making an attack roll.
You want me to make an attack roll?
1 second.
Max says poggers unironically now. Scary.
It's okay. So do I.
It's addictive. It's an
It really
addictive
is.
substance.
I'm like Max. he's
That's
like,
why I have not said the word yet.
It's about
You
as
never said
addictive
pog.
as,
I have not.
sugar.
Every day I go to a men's bathhouse and snort ketamine off their backs. Yes, I
He
said it. I
just yells
snort
out
ketamine off their backs.
poggers.
I snort ketamines off their backs.
No, I
and
say that's
go,
pretty pog.
"That's super pog." And they go, "No, that's not pog. Who the hell are you? Get out of my house."
All right, so
All I heard was ketamine.
we said that we wouldn't say ketamine this whole session. How dare
She
you?
already said it. She did it first.
Alright, do I make an attack roll, or do I make an athletics?
You make an attack roll.
You broke that rule like as soon as.
No, well, they're both the same, so how do I do this?
You will so if you
You know what, I'm just gonna check athletics, cause...
just make, or you can do dot roll space. Oh,
21.
21.
Oh boy, that's pretty good.
That hurts me.
I think it's gonna be very hard for that bandit to top a 21.
That bandit can top anything
So-
he puts his mind on.
Yeah.
As you just run up to the bandit, he's kind of like looking on in horror as you're just bounding towards him, and he's like trying to quickly reload as fast as possible to shoot you, but before he can do it, you just grab the crossbow out of his hands, ripping it. He tries to grab onto it before it's like completely yanked out of his hands. He goes, "What are you?"
I'm human, friend.
We notice anything about, like, is Than's cloak up?
No.
Face not visible?
Yeah, you can't see. I don't believe you can notice anything about Than. Is that correct, Haley?
I don't know. They've got long arms.
They're a lanky boy.
Yeah, we can't really notice anything.
Mm-mm.
Long arms aren't really.
Other than fairly odd body proportions.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, who doesn't?
For real.
Face.
So, anything else you want to do on your turn, Than?
I think that's it.
All right.
Just yoink it.
All right. So that. Initiative goes back to the top. This is the bandit that has that Urzin had just pummeled their face in. Now
so they have disadvantage on shooting.
They have disadvantage on shooting you?
Yeah, because I'm within 5 feet of them.
Oh yeah, so they're going to use their action to they're going to use their action to disengage. They're going to move through the cart and out the back, and you can see that they are now sprinting off. They're fleeing.
Oh.
And they move, the cart is about 10 feet wide. Not 10 feet wide, that's crazy, actually. 5 feet wide, roughly. And, he moves 25 feet past the back of the cart. Now, that's gonna be his turn. Dot next. Colt, what would you like to do? One of the fellow who you just slashed at, is now, you kind of just saw as Glenn just uppercutted their chest. And
Bison.
Bison. Sorry, my bad.
It's okay, we're the same.
Yes, of course.
For one of
Also a turtle.
So are the people who are fleeing, are they within 30 feet of me?
No, since you were 10 feet away from the cart.
All right. Once again, I'm going to shoot bandit, or not once again, but once again, in the foot, I'm going to shoot a bandit, and that bandit is bandit 3.
I am once again shooting you in the foot.
Bandit 3's foot is not available,
Oh, nuts.
as they are currently in the cart. Or no, wait.
They're in the cart?
No, Bandit 3 is running away right now.
Yes. There's another bandit in the cart?
Yes, Bandit 2.
Oh, well, bandit 2, I'm coming for you.
Oh boy.
Come on down.
Are you running at them and slashing?
Yes, I'm running at them and slashing with my short
What
sword.
kind of crossbow are you using?
Hand.
The mean kind.
Come on
Wait.
down.
It was
Oh,
made with her,
you
that's
made-
what
Oh,
crossbows.
never mind.
So, you kind of move to the side of Thand. As you kind of make your way up to Thand, you see the bandit looking on. You can't see their face, but you can just see how much in horror they are therein as Thand has just ripped the crossbow from their hand. You
It's taking a toy away from their child.
You straight up stab the bandit in the chest,
Did you
kind
say
of
dab?
over the lip of the cart.
You dabbed the bandit in the chest?
Stab.
And I do get sneak attack because of Thand.
Yes, you do.
Wow.
Is this attack lethal by any chance?
Of course not.
Okay.
Well, the bandit goes down. And on their system shock, or not system shock, as their lingering injury, let's see.
You know, as we're doing that, it makes me. It's for some reason whenever you like make them roll lingering injury, I feel powerful.
See?
Kinda makes me feel bad.
Yeah, it makes me feel bad. I don't like it.
Yeah,
I feel
so
bad.
you
Not like disfiguring people.
You kind of
Yeah.
graze their face, leaving a really nasty gash across their face, counting as a horrible
Really the kind of
wound.
psychopath.
Ooh, I thought it was a festering wound. That would have been not so great.
Nope.
Yeah, all of these just make me really sad and feel really bad.
So,
Makes me regret playing a barbarian.
do we win?
Do we win?
Well, one is still currently fleeing.
We've horribly
Unless
disfigured all of
Earthen
them and
wants
given.
to go ahead and hurl more fire at him, I think we've won.
We'd horribly disfigured most of them and gave one trauma that'll last
Glenn,
a
you see
lifetime.
one
Good work,
that is
boys.
currently running away.
Good work, man.
Hold on.
Max, you
Urza didn't take his
skipped
action.
Urizen's turn.
Are we skipping to Urza? Because
Are we?
I mean, no, you did.
You skipped Urizen.
oh, I did. I don't know how that happened. I may have accidentally typed that in it next. Yeah. So Urzin, what would you like to do? I'm sorry.
That man's knocked out. There's a man running.
Mm-hmm. The one you bonked previously.
Yeah, the one I bonked previously. Not trying to hit him, just to scare him a little bit. I'm gonna do like some fire at his heels.
Oh my god, Yersin is a psychopath.
They just threatened him, and he's kind of upset about it.
If I may speak. Intimidation makes future enemies, and you're doing intimidation. So, I mean, yeah,
Kid's
sure.
gonna go home to his mommy Dom milker lady and cry in her lap.
What the
Please
fuck?
stop.
All right. So you are not trying to hit him at all?
No, I'm just trying to scare him.
Roll intimidation.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Roll a 1 and he'll think you're adorable.
I sure hope I failed a 20.
Guys, I'm scaring all these people in game, but my intimidation is literally -1.
So he's kind of ducked
You're the
low.
least intimidating thing
He's kind of ducked low as he's just sprinting as fast as he can, drops his crossbow, and just breaks out in a full sprint. You notice the direction that he's running is that of Caer Dineval.
A snack on the way, boys.
Don't go that way. Go the other way.
He doesn't seem to be taking the road, but rather just kind of in the general direction.
It'd be funny if, from what Urson said, the guy just doubles back. It's like, okay.
Is combat over, Max?
Yes, I would say it is.
Alright.
Kid starts running backwards.
I have some rope in my inventory. I'm
Okay.
going to tie these bandits up.
Going to cast Spare the Dying on all of the unconscious bandits, since I don't know that the lady is stable. She has a face.
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
Casting Spare the
Colt wants to
Dying.
tie them all up. Glenn wants to cast Spare the Dying on everyone who's unconscious.
Alright. The woman is unconscious as well. Everyone is unconscious.
He knows.
Gotcha.
Said all of them. All those
Gotcha.
unconscious bandits.
Yeah, what was it though?
But the woman isn't a bandit. Ooh.
No, she is. She is.
Oh, she is.
That was a joke
Bandit.
because
It's
it was a
girl.
joke because you said all of them, and then Max said not the woman. Haha.
Well, no, I was confused.
Simp.
Yeah, yours and seeing what he did to Leg goes, oh, I feel bad. Oh.
Not bad.
But that, I didn't mean for that to happen.
Not bad enough to not terrorize that guy.
You see that, like, kind of, her
I
face
think-
is pretty badly burned. It's not like,
Good.
Burned him to death, I just scared him. He aimed crossbows at literally all of us. I feel like it's a fair trade.
Like, how badly disfigured is she?
it's not awful. It's not awful.
Oh.
It's not like Darth Vader level, but it's kind of bad.
Like-
All of the hair is missing.
Like
from
car
her.
crash victim bad?
I don't know. I don't think. No, it's not like she was like exposed to this flame for a really long amount of time. It's more like it's not going to be looking good for a little bit.
Yeah, no.
She'll likely heal, but there may still be some little burns everywhere, or there may still be some scars.
It's not going to be a fun recovery.
Amazon Milker Lady is down. Oh
Please
no.
stop. I'm
No.
begging you.
Are they lying about the wagon being stuck thing?
I'm gonna get kicked out of the table for this.
Were they
Yeah.
lying? Is that what you're asking?
I'm asking that to the party.
Gotcha.
Would you ask?
Were they lying about the whole wagon stuck thing? We could use that to take them to Caer, Dineval, or Goodmaid, whoever
Jailhouse.
jailhouse.
Like a wagon now.
Hey Max, what kind of crossbow did that guy have?
It was a light crossbow.
All right, I'm adding it to my inventory.
All right, so you kind of just you just kind of ripped the crossbow from him as he got stabbed in the mouth.
This will be an excellent addition to my collection.
Yeah, what
Do you want
the crossbow that the dude
Do you want
scared?
an extra
Can I
bag
go pick that
to
up?
hold that in? I have like 3. I have no idea what's in any of my bags anymore.
I'm good.
Okay.
Be kind of funny if Stan just takes a weapon from every victim he leaves behind.
I didn't even hurt him. I just took the crossbow, and then the poor guy got stabbed.
Did they have any gold on them
It's
that
just
wasn't
sitting there
ours?
like I
Max?
didn't mean for this.
Yeah, searching through their pockets, you see one of them had 19 copper. The woman had 23 copper. And one of the ones in the one in the back actually had 16 gold pieces, likely stolen. They were probably holding on to the stolen one.
Yeah, she'll need that copper for cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, no, like we
I
don't
don't
even
feel it
steal
right
all
to
their stuff.
take
We
money
some
that
stuff.
Alright.
I feel bad.
seems
Oh,
stolen.
I'm gonna pocket the riches then.
You just ready? Are you gonna offer?
No.
All right, so you
If
just
they
kinda,
notice and want any, they can have some, but
kind of go around.
Yeah, well,
And,
years when you start doing that, he's gonna go. Oh, I feel bad. Oh,
Bison's just gonna look at all these people like young people nowadays are metal.
It's a pity they had to resort to thievery to get by.
true.
I mean, a lot of people have.
Hopefully they'll actually be fed in the jailhouses.
Hopefully learn how to get better at thieving.
Alright. Shall we load them onto the cart and interrogate them / take them to Caer Dineval?
I mean, that other one.
That
seems to be
was my
heading
line
that
of thinking, yes.
I don't see any reason to interrogate them.
way. Who was it though?
the wagon has
Is
2
this-
mules, which are
Isn't this just going to slow us down?
The cart might actually be faster than on feet.
That's not what I meant. I mean interrogating them.
Well, we can
The
interrogate them on
wagon's
the road.
moving. Not
We're
really.
gonna bring them with us.
Well, we got to report them to law enforcement. I hate the
And
law
we
as much
have
as anyone else,
tied
but
up.
We don't really. We could just leave them here.
to starve and die?
We'll untie them.
Well, yeah, just untie them. We'll walk away. They'll be fine.
They're injured.
There.
It's
Yeah.
freezing out here.
I mean,
We-
so it's cold.
Shall we
We
put
are
it to
taking them with us.
Shall we put it to a vote?
Yeah, sure.
I vote we bring them with us.
As do I.
I don't give a fuck.
That's me.
If you bring them with us, I might not be able to fit onto the wagon.
What?
I'll walk.
He's a heavy boy.
Matt,
Yeah, he weighs like
I
800 pounds.
I
mhm.
think it'd be a good idea for me to be on the wagon.
would
So, but-
we be... Max, would we be able to all fit on the wagon plus the prisoners?
Not all of you. It's a
nuts.
pretty small wagon. It could likely fit 4 people. The 4 people who were there. As well as, you notice that there are a pretty decent amount of supplies here. So
Yeah, there's no way it can fit us all.
Oh, well.
I'll
If we're
be on
gonna
the
take
wagon.
If we're gonna take the wagon, we don't bring them.
All right.
We're
We'll
not
take the
gonna
Fair
bring the
wagon and
wagon.
use it to
whatever.
transport the injured people.
I'm gonna shake the bandits awake.
kind of shake them. They are not awake. It'll likely take about an hour. Unless they
Can't leave
recover
them
hit
out
points.
Bro, I can't just shake up. I can't just shake up concussion victims. What the fuck?
Can I? Is there a forest nearby?
No, not really in the crossroads. The only one is probably about maybe 15 minutes back. 15 minutes in the opposite direction towards Goodmaid.
I was gonna go look for some berries, but never mind.
Yeah. It will also take an hour to search.
Yeah, that's fair.
And how much longer do we have until we get to Caer Dineval?
You guys have 6 hours. And it's about 11 right now. Or sorry, no, it is about 12. My bad.
All right. I guess we could load them up on the cart until they wake up and then just walk alongside the cart.
I'll be on the cart. It's not like we'll be able to actually walk decently anyway.
So the wagon is pretty stuck. You guys want to try and push it back onto...
Oh, it was actually stuck.
Yeah, it was actually stuck in the snow. But it seems to be kind of intentional.
I'll roll to.
Alright.
Can I roll to lift it? Is that like a check or something?
Yeah, well, to try and kind of push it back on, you could. Yeah.
Yeah. So strength check, just flat strength.
Can I help him?
Yeah, whoever would like to help, all of you guys roll strength check. It's going to be combined.
I'll
Okay.
help.
And it may be a little
Because
bit
I'm
tough.
probably stronger than yours.
Do you
then.
have disadvantage?
No,
due
I'm stronger than
to-
you, Stan. B.
What?
No,
If-
I said I was stronger than you. I was probably stronger than yours, and not you.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
Roll check.
Okay, so that's a 5.
14.
18.
So yeah, you guys are, with a little bit of struggle, you guys are able to push the wagon and kind of almost lift the back end of it out of the deep snow that it got stuck in. And your guys are able to kind of push it back on to the slightly less snowy path.
Alright. Start loading them on.
So you guys have loaded them on now. So you continue your route to Caer Dineval, now moving at a bit of a faster pace. Over the next hour, you move what you would have moved likely taken an hour 30. Now that you're in a wagon, or now that you have a wagon. But if there are people walking, if there are people walking, it will continue going at the same pace.
Yeah, there's gonna
There
have to
would
be people
probably be a
walking.
lot
Sorry.
of people walking.
So yeah, you unfortunately, you aren't really able to pick up your pace, but you do see that there are a few crates in the back of the wagon. You may
Go
be
ahead
able
and
to
take
search
a
there.
look at them.
Robbing the robbers.
So, within the packs you see, or within one of the crates you see 4 crowbars, 2 bags of ball bearings, 2 bags of cattle trops.
I desperately want a crowbar.
They seem quite ready to rob people.
Urizen will turn to Sand, and he actually picked up the crossbow that the one that who ran away dropped. He goes, "Do you want this?"
He already took it.
I already have one.
You hear? He took one from a different one.
I already have one.
Okay.
Are there any crossbow bolts in the wagon?
Yes, actually, there would be a total of 5 packs of crossbow bolts.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite a
Urizen will
few.
just go heads up, and he'll throw the light crossbow into the back of the wagon.
All right.
Years. I almost said years in. Bison would like to take one
Go
of the
ahead and put
crowbars.
that crossbow in the crate.
All right. There's also 7 rations,
Oh, food.
as well as a cook's utensils.
I'll take the cook's utensils.
And some thieves' tools.
No, I think we should keep this wagon. Be useful for storing any unnecessary gear.
Actually,
Well, there is the risk of said gear being stolen, but
never mind. I will not take the cook's utensils.
Also, the two mules that are pulling the wagon, they both seem to have some decent, like a decent kind of, almost like a sweater, but kind of just large, thick cloths draped over them.
No, you mean horse blankets?
Yes, essentially. In the back as well is, you can assume roughly 3 days of horse feed. And that's only, that's like one, that's like for each of them. Not for each of them, for only one of them. So it's be like 1 day's feed for one day's feed for another, and then one would have to be split in half.
so 6 days total feed.
No.
No,
Like
like-
1.5 days.
One and a half.
So, after about an hour, the bandits slowly awaken, in groaning pain. One of them wakes up. God, I can't breathe. Ugh.
You okay?
All right. I'm
He's
gonna
kind of
Apologies.
holding his ribs.
All right. Is there like a flap on the back of the wagon? Is it like covered or is it just open?
It's covered, definitely.
Okay, so I'm gonna open the flap and say, "Sorry about that, but it's nothing personal."
You
They were
bastards.
trying to rob us.
You robbed us. Why are we bastards?
We could have left you out there to die.
We could have killed you. I was certainly thinking about it.
Kind of looks around
He
at
was.
the group. Just looks like you did leave one of us out there to die.
Oh no,
You
he ran
ran-
away.
He
He
ran.
ran off.
Like a
Mistake letting
coward.
him run. He's gonna come back for us. We know
Yeah,
it.
well,
Well,
Y'all headed
I
in the
think
same direction as him.
he was running crying with his tail between his legs, weeping for his mother. He was pathetic, really. He's not coming back.
Big man said the right thing.
The woman kind of like touches her face and like kind of winces in pain.
I'm sorry about that. I did not mean to do that much damage.
Kind of like
If you do need,
notices her eyelashes and eyebrows are missing, and she's just kind of like feeling her face.
Pog, she's me.
The other one, you see that there's almost like a hole in his cheek, and you can like it's still like kind of blood, and it's pretty it's a grisly sight.
This is
Say,
disgusting.
do you guys have a healer's kit or something of the similar effect on this cart? I could attempt to help you out with those post-battle wounds.
I would like
Bison has a healer's kit, but healer's kits only stabilize.
well, healer's kits will also once per day. You may expend a use of a healer's kit to grant someone a success on a save, or not on a save, on recovering from wound.
Air checks.
Oh, speaking of which, can I go ahead and make my save for my face for today?
Oh yes, you may.
Thank you.
And I believe it is.
Bison, I will not do
It
it
is
if it is
DC 10
against your will.
Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I failed.
I'd like to save it for more personal measures, if that's all right.
Such as cold.
No, please.
Yeah.
I like my scar.
Well,
It does look rather...
probability of us getting badly injured
Ah.
seems rather high. So
I'm.
Have to agree.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, do we make it to Caer Dineval?
In time, you do make it to Caer Dineval. You see that
are
it
the
is...
bandits like running at us the whole
Oh.
way?
Hold on.
No, the
Can
bandits
make
seem
a
to be
medicine
trying to
check.
rest. Yeah, you may attempt a medicine check in order to kind of help them recover a little bit from their wounds without expending a use of a healer's kit.
Or the buy's okay.
Glenn, which one are you targeting with this?
Face, but I do have disadvantage.
The one with the burned face? Alright, we'll make another.
Forgot how to spell medicine for a minute there.
Bell.
Did I forget how to spell my last name today?
So you
14
kind
has
of
failed.
you kind of think for a second. Well, the one keeps groaning in pain because of the burning and feeling like it still burns. Well, maybe some maybe some snow will numb it. So you kind of get them a handful of snow and they kind of just press it to their face and try to numb it.
Apologies, there's nothing really more I can do at the moment.
They're mostly
And-
silent with you guys.
Oh, next I'm gonna go ahead and go to the one with the ribs.
Ribs.
Wowie.
Wow. He has disadvantage though.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, with the broken ribs, you realize you try and do something. And he just goes, "Ugh!"
I can't really
And you're trying to like kind of touch them,
right there.
and he's like, "Ugh, what the hell?" And he's gonna try and
It's
hit you.
but you know what?
Hands are
He's
tied to
restrained.
His hands are restrained and stuff.
Yeah.
He's tied up. They're all tied up.
All right, I'm assuming his legs are restrained.
Funny
Too.
is that I got a 20 and then a 1.
Yeah.
Nice effect, man.
There's nothing I can really do with that rope there, and if I untie that,
He
I'm
kind
going
of like spits at you.
Aww.
My apologies, good sir.
Son of
I
a
can't
bitch.
help you at the moment.
Did you call him a bitch?
Call him a son of a
Call
bitch.
him son of a bitch, yeah.
The bitch is
And
right
I'm
there with a
gonna
burned
go to
face,
the
honestly.
Whoa.
You heard me.
Let-
The bitch is
let's-
the one right there with a burned face.
Let's move on, shall we?
Yeah. You'll just let him just continue rolling for him.
So with the other one,
We made this one! Number 3, Broken Jaw Man.
you're able to kind of get a cutting of their jacket, and you're able to kind of put it over the wound, and have it
So
kind
their
of.
mouth together.
This one he punches in the face so hard that his jaw realigns correct.
I just
Whatever
the
works.
jaw
works.
like so. This should help
There's
just a little.
there's nothing better than a little bit of concussive maintenance.
I'm sorry I can't help the other two of you more. I'm quite tired.
The other two kind of just. It's a silent trip, but eventually you do make it to Caer Dineval. As your wagon rolls into town, you see that it's kind of it's a town kind of built upon a hill that
I'm gonna go ahead and
overlooks.
like have my face covered if that's an option.
Yeah, you can. It's
For
pretty
Chandler.
easy because of your you can kind of with your scarf and goggles. It's pretty easy. Yeah. So you kind of see three docks kind of protruding out into what seems to be a kind of it's almost like a bit where the water kind of goes in from the lake, almost just kind of protruding into the town. The town is kind of built around this kind of lake upon a hill.
It's kind of similar to a pier.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. None of the houses are built upon the water, but you see that there's kind of a few boat houses that are built upon the water, like where you would store your boat. But you do see kind of across the lake, you see kind of upon a perch the castle or the Caer.
I have a question. What was we're going to Caer Dineval for the Korra's kid, or was it?
Unfortunately, you don't actually know.
It's either Caer Dineval or Caer Koenig. We're not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, we're stopping here then.
Yeah, so it's kind of a small castle built upon the hill. Seems to be quite old. You see, I'm assuming that you're walking in that direction, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you kind of make your way past lines of houses, and eventually past a tavern with the lights dimly flickering inside, a sign on the outside describing it as the uphill climb. You see that all of the houses in this town, including the tavern, sort of have a very similar style of building with kind of short walls but then a very tall roof, likely to keep the snow off of it without much maintenance.
There are any wanted posters around?
Looking around right now, you can't see any wanted posters. You can kind of see... You can't... There aren't really any wanted boards around here. Maybe there could be one inside of the tavern, but you're unsure.
Yeah. I love how everyone's like trying to hide themselves, but I'm just walking around like I can't hide this, man.
I think this is
I mean, myself and Colt are really the only ones who can hide their identities.
Well, I mean, Than's doing pretty well.
do we have the cart like in the middle of the street, or did we leave it outside the town?
I was assuming that you were bringing it with you.
Okay.
I thought we were.
Unless you say
I mean-
otherwise.
If Irvington gets a big enough hood, they could also hide.
Yeah?
My horns?
Get a big enough hood, yeah?
Cut some holes out for the horns.
I mean, it depends on how.
I mean, I could maybe get away with looking like a really like kind of fat bell-shaped
I mean-
Russian woman, but like
Wait, why are we disguising ourselves? Sorry, I got distracted.
You don't need to disguise yourself, but
I know, but, like,
you
why
don't know
are we
why
doing
these
this?
people are so sketchy about
Okay.
being in a town.
I mean, you're
Unless you ask.
vibing. I'm green. I
Dan
have
is not gonna
horns.
ask.
Yurzin is obsessed with himself now. He can't be hidden.
No, it's just I'm like, damn it, I can't hide myself. I did something stupid. Now I can't hide myself. I'm upset.
Yurzin sticking his fat ass out. Oh, I
To be
can't.
fair, you
I will
think this is
return
the
in
place
just
to
a
stop.
second.
Been invited. Fan will not question this.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna be right back, okay, guys?
Okay.
I made
Bye.
the DM leave.
So, we know where the jailhouse is.
Doesn't appear to be one.
Jailhouse rock.
That's it's an inconvenience. Where are we going to leave these 3 silent people then?
I suppose we could take them into the tavern, but at the moment, I think that we should probably just stash them in the cart outside the tavern and go get a lay of the land.
I mean, I can go into the
I mean,
tavern and ask if there's like a
that'd be a
sheriff or anything.
But there is like, it's not like we can start something new because we've already gone over time and
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
say we go ahead and just end it here, honestly.
I
That's
agree.
what I'd say.
We'll obviously wait
mean,
for
yeah.
Max to get back, but
But yeah, maybe we can just see, like just drop them off, and then like next session to the castle.
Sounds like a plan.
mm-hmm.
Just be like, okay, y'all have fun. Don't
Maybe
yell too much.
maybe rest up a little bit.
Oh yeah, you
Colt
need
got
rest.
kind of. I'm exhausted. Colt got hurt. I can't heal Colt because I didn't get rest.
True.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, Person, you might not have gotten rest either.
Yeah, Yersin didn't get rest,
You know,
but I don't think he suffered exhaustion.
I'm
Although
fine. Yeah.
he should have.
Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
He's probably got some feature or something.
Hello,
I gotta go.
Mr. DM.
Hello, Mr. DM.
Yeah.
Urzen is just too base to be exhausted. Theory.
Exhaustion. I don't know the meaning of.
I think we're going to end. Is that correct, Max?
If you would like, if people...
We decided we want to end.
All
I
right.
mean, I also want to
That's one way to
find
do it.
where to drop
I mean,
them off.
I don't care. I'll keep on playing for like another hour. But
It's Colin's bedtime.
Shut up.
Respect it.
It's the weekend, Colin.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly right.
So here's my meet in the middle idea. We go to the inn, we go to the tavern, see if they have rooms, we book ourselves rooms, and we just go from there.
Here's my
Anybody
thing.
who wants to
You
leave?
guys don't know the meaning of the 2-hour session.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Please, like, you guys say the sessions will be 2 hours, and they never end 2 hours. Like, come on, throw us a bone.
I mean,
I
yeah,
cannot focus for. If you say it's 2 hours, I'm
You
not
can
planning.
leave whenever you want.
I'm not planning to focus myself for more than 2 hours. Yeah, but that's that's duplicates. I think to say that, like, oh, you guys just leave whenever you want. I mean, we said it's going to be 2 hours, but we're going over anyways. Like,
By that,
dude, just
I
end at 2 hours,
I mean,
please.
like-
Oh my god.
yeah, we'll end it now. I mean, if you want to, that's fine.
I just think we're at a good stopping point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
no,
just made it.
yeah, we
You've
are.
just made it into Caer Dineval. Pretty good stopping point.
yeah, we can like just do like the thing where like we do things in chat because
Yeah, because, like, right now,
Could do that.
I'm, everyone started movie night, and so I got distracted stealing food from them.
Gotcha. You are all good,
And
man.
so now I don't know what's going on.
we beat them up. We went to a town called Caer Dineval, and now we're ending.
I know, as soon as we got to Caer Dineval is when I was stealing food, so,
Oh, we haven't done anything of value since.
okay, good.
All right.
Yeah, I just made a point really aggressively, and Colin made it like a normal being. So
I mean,
No,
yeah,
I
no,
heard
I
you.
think that pretty much describes our dynamic.
sending Colin
Aggressively
kisses.
making points.
That's disgusting.
Colin, I sent you a kiss, and you can't avoid it. It's rapidly enclosing on your location. Oh my god! Colin, run!
You
That's
dating
disgusting.
somebody?
And the only person I'd want one from is Max anyway.
We either